And then many of you want to know why Robin Good, since I've got the... Today I was discovered officially that my real name is a difficult Italian one, that is Luigi Canali De Rossi, and wherever I go they always mix it up, Mr. De Rossi, Mr. Lughi. And so once I realized that I could have put both of my feet in this independent boat, that is, that I could really say, hey, clients, go to that place. When I could say that to them, then I said, well, then if I'm going to play all my cards on my own, I better have a name, since I'm writing in English and sharing with an international audience, a name that is going to be easy to remember. And plus, I want something that helps people understand what type of person I am. So that is a challenging branding activity. You know, they do this in advertising agencies when they have a new product. And I've worked in agency, I've worked in different type of situations similar to what happens in a creative situation like that. But it's just too challenging. So the very same friends that I sent my friend Temu when he came to Rome, and I gave him dinner for 4 hours and I had a conversation with him without knowing that me and him had never met actually, those very friends one day told me, look, we all have some type of search ability. Since then I've called it my internal Google, that helps you if you want. Remember things or find out things, because they're all there. You know, like when you meet a guy yesterday and then you meet your friend the day after and you say, oh, you remember that guy we saw last night? Oh, what's the name? I can't remember it. You know, many times we fall in that situation. And the fact that we say, I can't remember it, is a command to your internal Google, basically not to remember it. So if you just switch the type of commands and say, I'm going to remember it, it's gonna come up, you will notice that maybe not in 3 seconds, maybe not in 3 minutes, but maybe the next day that name will come. That is, if you trust your memory to work and if you give it proper commands, it will give you greater feedback. So since then I started to use this internal Google for a purpose, and when it came the time of how do I call myself, I said, hey, internal Google, this is a good occasion for you. Let's put you to work. I need a name that shows that I am a very independent guy, I'm an anti-authority, I'm a little radical, I don't go really by the rules. I like to, what do I like? I like to help the small guy, the underdog, those that think they cannot make it, and then you tell them, oh, look there. They say, oh, that's what I like, because having been born as a DJ, my first passion, doing something that makes people feel good is a great feeling. It's possibly one of the best feelings you can have, along with dancing and singing and flying. I don't know, it's that good for me. So I said, internal Google, go get the name that has these characteristics and see what you can do. But you know what? This time the internal Google seemed not to work, because minutes, hours, days, weeks, months went by and I was with no answer. But then one day I was in Via Gregorio VII, the street that is nearby my office, in Rome, with my motorbike at the red light, waiting there, when all of a sudden I hear this godlike voice coming from the sky. Hey, Robin Good! I didn't even know who they were calling, but since it was coming from inside the head, I guess it was me. I said, yeah, what's up? This is internal Google talking to you, man. We've got the word you've been asking for. It is Robin Good, but not only. You know your uncle? Robin Hood? Yeah? Do you know, Luigi, where that Robin Hood comes from? It comes from a famous forest of Sherwood. Luigi, how do you spell that Sherwood? I guess, what is it? S-H-E-R-W-O-O-D. Yeah. You don't come from there. That was your uncle. You moved south. There is another forest, and it's the forest of Sherwood, where the hell is it gone? Written with an A, S-H-A-R-E, the forest where you share. Robin Good from Sherwood. Now you tell me to how many agencies you would have had to go to and how many creative brainstorming sessions you would have had to come up with such a great name. I don't know how much it would have costed, but I have an agency inside my head and I got the name that I really couldn't be happier because it just fits me good. I feel one thing with that name. So that's really the story. I'm not inventing this in any way. That's how the name came to be and why so much my emphasis on sharing.